Now arriving at ease. Ready for battle.
Hello Danger, Gel. Today I'll be reviewing this gameplay you have on Ilios. We're gonna see how it goes. Let's see if I can change to your perspective. So you're on Moira. Let's see. Team's running a very standard gold plat composition. They're running high level DPS, but not sure if they're gonna perform as well. So you guys are going early right. I like preferring that side. Tracer died on the solo flank. You guys are 5 versus 5 here. Trying to heal a little bit. That's good. The Ryan's... I wouldn't have faded early there. The hamster isn't really gonna kill you one-on-one. Not at that level, not unless he does the whole combo. He only got you to like 125 health, and I would really use fade if it was like at the lowest. Like if I was at probably like 75 health, I would hold off on that, because that is a huge cooldown. You really want to save it for something else more important. They don't really have anyone on their team that's going to essentially one-shot you. Once you go into one-shot range, that's really when you want to use that. But I would have held it and kept like trying to beam him a little bit, because then he would just be wasting resources on you. Because you wouldn't die, and he would just be doing little to no damage, and not doing any real value as hamster. So their team just got 2 early picks. You guys are 4 versus 6 on point here. This right here, I would go up to your Ryan. See that? There we go. That's a good fade. You got a little lower there before you used it. That's really nice. You're at least you're staying with your diva. That's good. Your Ryan ended up dying. There's not much you could do there because you're forced out on cooldowns. The Genji's going straight for you, but he's not really that good at it. Hanzo died. Okay, you got focused. It's not much you could do there. She was damage boosted and she was slightly boosted herself.
My ultimate is ready to be unleashed.
So this right here, your team has 3 ults. The Tracer used bomb early. So you guys are 5 versus 5 here. That's not losable. That was a good beat. Ryan with the shatter. I would have used Coalescence here, even if you didn't need it. The reason why I would have popped Coalescence, even if your tanks weren't going to die, is because you guys could have used that to counter their aggression here. 1 or 2 of them would have been low from the damage from Coalescence, and your team would have had an opportunity to play aggressive, because they all got very close to that Graviton Surge, and you guys had, if I'm correct, 2 characters that do a pretty reliable damage in close range. The Reinhardt and the Diva, and maybe even the Reaper. I'm not sure if the Reaper was in it. I'm not going to rewind the footage. But that's something I would have popped early, because that would have been a huge offensive opportunity, and if there was 1 or 2 targets low, you guys could have gotten early picks here. But let's see what happens. So Tracer's diving in. She's not that good at it. Hamster's using cooldowns. I would have Coalescence. Yeah, okay, cool. You did it. All right. This is what I like. You're being like, you're trying to hit your teammates and you're being aggressive with it. So there's like they have, nice. So this right here, the enemy team is just doing a lot more damage, focusing you guys out.
That changes my thinking.
So you guys have both tank ults here. You guys are 5 versus 5. You got the Mercy early pick. Good fade. Yeah, there's not much you can do here. Your team was getting heavily staggered. They're still pushing in despite... I mean, they had the opportunity, but it just didn't work out.
New beginning.
Seems like your team's having a hard time against their dive DPS. So they could have went something to counter dive. Your DPS are losing up almost every matchup. Your Rhine died, but there's really nothing you could have done about that because he had the touch point, and then there's 4 people focusing him, so there's not much you could have done about that. Can I fast forward? I can't, okay. Okay, so you went Mercy. You guys are running Mercy, Lucio. I like the Symmetra. Obviously it's not reliable, but at this rank it could really like mix up enemy teams. And they are running a Genji, so that could work out.
Damage amplified.
I don't know if you guys are lagging right there.
Let me get you patched up. Let's get you back in the fight. Weapon systems overloaded. That's awesome.
So here I would have topped off the Diva already. She's starting with a health deficit, so she can't be aggressive with their team.
You needed a doctor?
This right here, I would have skipped healing the Diva if she was being passive in the back like that, and I would have went up to heal either the Symmetra or the Reinhardt. The reason why is because they're applying more offensive pressure. The Symmetra is trying to hold the rest of their backline from pushing up to help the enemy Reinhardt, and then the Reinhardt is challenging the enemy Reinhardt on the right side. There's an isolated 2 versus 2 on the right side, so you could have helped swung that, whereas the Diva was just standing in the back. So this is where the decision making comes in, and you have to realize where are my resources better well put. Should I be helping the Symmetra win the 1 versus 3, or should I be helping our Reinhardt try to win the tank battle on the right side, or should I help a Diva that's not getting any value on the mid lane? And to even to put in that point, your Ryan decided to go get the Mega instead of waiting for you guys to heal him, because obviously the Lucio is not going to heal him for too much. So the enemy Ryan lived for too long. He ended up getting shattered and shattered your team. You guys are still winning this fight, so it's okay. That's definitely an opportunity. So the Widow already sniped you once, and this is where I would be mindful of your positioning and just always like use the pillars to your advantage. So that's where the mechanical skill comes in, and like really using those to hide even during Valk. It's really huge. She's the only hit scan you have to worry about, and obviously at this rank they're not too reliable, so you don't have to worry about her pressuring you that hard. You can open up yourself to sight lines multiple times. There we go. I like this. You're damage using the Symmetra. I like that. That's good. You saw that opportunity that she was punishing their Reinhardt. This right here, I would heal your Reinhardt. Okay. Good.
Let's get you back out there.
I like the spot your Diva is in. Your Diva hasn't really been that good so far, but that spot, the way that they're playing Diva right here, using a high ground off angles, is actually a really good spot. It's nothing to do with you, but really nice. It's actually how you should be playing Diva. So they got the early pick on your Symmetra. I don't know if she was already low before that because you were turned around. I'm not gonna check, but something to think about. See, your Lucio beated. Got 1 kill from the bomb, that's good. This right here, I like this, you Valked right away. That's good, you guys need that pressure. You don't have to. So once again, I'm gonna say this again. You don't have to hug the ground that low. You can multitask, put the healing beam on someone, whoever you think is the most vital, and as long as it's chaining to others. And you have to recognize, you have to look and see where the Widow is, so you know her sight lines, and then you need to take cover appropriately. You don't need to hug the ground like that, because now you're taking extra damage to the enemy Reinhardt. And other DPS, you can still be high, but you have to use the pillars to your advantage. And if you need a peek to give someone beam for another 2 seconds, you just peek real quick and do it. That Widow doesn't have enough mechanical skill to hit you out of the sky that consistently, especially for how long she's been on the kill feed for this entire game. She's been very, not really dominant. That right there, you took 2 swipes for free. That was very, very tough. Yeah, and even the Genji was able to bully you, right there. If you use the pillars up high or way behind and still maintain line of sight, you wouldn't have taken damage so easily from that.
Sniper, be careful.
Get into position.
I'm taking care of you. Damage amplified. Group up with me. Schaden verstärkt. Well done.
Sim's coming in from a good angle, but now your team needs the heals. I would go to your Reinhardt at this point and heal him for a bit. Good. Enemy Mercy got the res off. That's bad. This right here, I would heal. Yeah. A little too late there. So a little too late there on healing the tank and the DPS. As soon as they get like half health, I would like already be on them. And the enemy team is not going to be able to accurately focus you as long as they're still alive. So the faster they went down, the faster you go down. The Genji got zoned early. Their monkey is low. This is good. I like how you're healing the Sim. I like how she popped Coalescence for the Genji. That's really nice. It's a huge value solo kill.
We make a great team.
I would never stand still like that, by the way. You always need to be moving.
Step rider.
Nice, okay. So that one was closed out. They just didn't really know how to deal with the Symmetra issue.
Ready for battle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 3. Capture the objective.
Teleporter online.
So you guys gonna run Sim again. This one's probably the toughest one for Sim, but she can still run it at this rank, it'll be fine. Their monkey is monkey because they want to deal with the Sim problem more easily. So your guys' hamster died early. They got two picks early.
I'm here. A speedy recovery. Let me get you patched up.
So their Echo keeps getting early picks here.
Where does it hurt? Form up. Let me get you patched up. Damage increase.
So this right here, the only thing you could do about this is if you went BAP or Zen. But this right here comes down to if your team is willing to switch to deal with the Echo, because she's just getting free shots on left side the whole time. You guys were constantly down one for like the first like 60% here, because she was getting picks over and over again on left side, and no one's really contesting her. Like your Ryan's gonna die by himself, you know, no value there.
You should be at peak performance level.
And no one's really killing the Echo. There's a diva, but she's not really rushing her. The res right there, I wouldn't have done it. Especially not with people down on your team. The Echo is just having a field day.
Heroes never die.
And here, you guys were all staggered, so you guys never really... This game, I don't think you guys ever had like a real like 6-on-6 team fight. Because everyone's... there's always been 1 or 2 people dead or not up there for the entire team fight. So it was basically a lot of trickling. And no one really dealt with the Echo.
I'm taking care of you. Your support has arrived.
So overall, I think you guys could have won map 1. Because based on the way you guys were playing on map 3, there's no way you guys would have been able to win unless your whole team was switching to deal with Echo, which they weren't. You could have went BAP, but I don't know about your skill level, if you can actually replicate the ability to take down an Echo by yourself on that. I might, but you know, that's just me. But overall, I don't think this was that close of a game. If anything, you guys probably could have tried to win map 1. But I don't know if that would have been possible. Their DPS were really dominant on map 1. No one was dealing with the Genji or the Tracer that efficiently. So that's really about it. Overall, it just went down to like counters at this point, or like who was dealing with what. Load management. That's pretty much it.